Hey, I want to take a moment today to make a Memorial Day video. Now, this isn't going to be a 30% off today only video or, a flashy or a touching picture on Instagram. This is going to be a video about what I think Memorial Day is actually about and how so many people seem to have lost sight of that. Now, it's great to have sales and post these, pretty pictures that memorialize the people that have fallen. That's all nice. I'm not saying any of that's negative, but I think too many people start thinking that's all it's about. Putting flowers on a grave or, putting up a post on Instagram telling people to remember those that have given their life. Those are all good things, but they're not what Memorial Day is about. It's not what you need to do. Let's just say that. The reason I don't like these things, and it's not like I say because they're bad things, it's just because people start to think, well, I did my share for Memorial Day because I put flowers on a soldier's grave, or I posted a picture on Instagram and told everyone to remember these people. So I've done my share. No, if people really care about Memorial Day, that's all lip service. And opportunism, sales and stuff, which I can say capitalism, okay with that. But, it's mostly, like I said, lip service. And I don't really give a lot of respect to lip service. I don't like people who talk big games but don't really do anything. You can sit and tell me how much you respect, the fallen soldiers till you're blue in the face. But if you don't do the things you need to do to actually respect their memory, I don't really think that much of it. And you might be asking yourself, well, what do you think people need to do, Mr. You Know Everything? Well, I think Memorial Day is about honoring the actual people that fell. And how better to honor them than to take care of the people they left behind. If a soldier falls in the line of duty, their spouse and children shouldn't be facing poverty because of it. Their life shouldn't be destroyed because their loved one lost their life. Especially if they were financially dependent on that person. We should be taking care of the families of fallen heroes. Not just throwing them a little check and then that's it, but actually giving them the care they need afterwards, the support they need afterward, a long-term income, etc. Those are things we need to be doing as a country. Another thing we can do to honor fallen veterans is to take care of the veterans that are still here. In their memory, take care of the veterans we have. They should be getting adequate medical care, and especially they should be getting adequate mental health care. We have an epidemic of suicide among service members these days, and we need to be doing something about that. Those are two big things we could be doing to actually honor veterans. Take care of the veterans that are still here. Take care of the families that are left behind. That's the community things we can do, and we need to be doing more of that. Now, you might think, well, what can we do on an individual basis? Because, we can't all take care of those big issues by ourselves. Well, you can on a smaller scale. If you know somebody in your family that is struggling because they've lost a loved one to war, or either emotionally or financially, help all you can. But I think most of you do that because, family's family. But another thing you could do is honor the things they died for. That's my main point of this video here. Be involved in the fight for your rights. These people, whether you like it or not, you can say, well, they die more for oil or they die more for political ideas nowadays. It doesn't matter why they died. They joined the military, they followed orders, they lost their life. Blame the politicians for the reasons they fight, not the soldiers. So when they fight and die, they fight and die to defend their country and defend their loved ones and the lifestyles of their loved ones. Their way of life that their family enjoys back here because they're over there fighting. And if you can't fight for that while you're here and comfortable and safe, while they're over there fighting for it, and some of them sacrificing their lives, I don't have a lot of respect for you. Now, I'm not saying everyone should get out there and be an activist. I've never said that. I've always said if you can, get out there and be an activist. If you can't, help other people that can. I've always said that. So I know some people are disabled. But you know what? I see disabled people at gun rallies all the time. I see disabled people waiting in the same waiting room I'm waiting in to speak to a representative up at the Capitol building. So I see people overcome adversity to do the right thing a lot. So I don't really want to hear your excuses about how, oh, it's so far away, and oh, I'm busy on Saturday, and oh, there's a football game on Sunday, and I don't want to miss that to go to the rally or go speak to an event or anything. So be more involved. If you want to honor the soldiers that have lost their lives, fight for the Constitution that they died for. Fight for the country they died for. Fight for the way of life that they died for. Get out, be involved. Fight for your rights. Don't think, like I said, that while I put flowers on a grave, I posted a picture, and I made a video on YouTube telling everyone where they can get a discount on lowers, so I did my share. No, you didn't. If you're not standing up and saying what needs to be said when it comes to the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, etc., and people get mad at me for saying etc. They're saying, you're saying etc. No, I'm not. I'm saying etc. So get over it. But like I say, if you're not doing more than just posting pictures and telling people where they can get discounts on product, then you're not doing what you should be doing to honor their memory. And I'm not saying you have to honor their memory even. But if you want to give it lip service, do the actual fight. Actually stand up and actually honor their memory. Fight for your rights. Fight for the Constitution. Be involved. We have such a lazy, lethargic population now where they just don't get involved. They don't fight for their own rights. Do that if you want to respect the people that died for this country. Because I've never known anyone that really died for a flashy picture of a flag or anything like that, or even the boundaries of their country. They fight for their way of life. They fight for their family. They fight for the man next to them, the woman next to them. So you need to continue the fight here in this country so that we don't lose the country that we have now. We don't lose the way of life we have now. When people are trying to strip you of your Second Amendment rights, your First Amendment rights, etc., and you sit there and do nothing other than, look up new gun reviews and see what discounts you can get, you haven't really done much. So, like I say, those of you that can, get off your butts and be more involved in the fight if you want to give lip service to how much you respect the people that have given their lives. Continue the fight here. If you can't, help other people that do. Volunteer somewhere. Do something. That's how you really honor those that have fallen, is by honoring what they fell for. Like I said, take care of their families. Take care of the vets that are around now, but more importantly, remember why they fought and died and continue that fight here. Because if you're not willing to do it here, like I said, where you're safe and comfortable, how can you truly honor the sacrifice they made over there?
Oops.
Go ahead. It's the lady at 46 South Rose. 46 South Rose.
Station 1 call, retone that please. 10-4. Got the 4 to go to that location. This is 1-9, is that correct?